Welcome back, my dear ones. You have already mastered 4 rules of magic. Are you ready to learn the 5th? Then listen carefully. The 5th rule of magic is, difficulties lead to success. If you are a successful person, you surely know this rule very well. It is pointless to deny it, because, in truth, all challenges and obstacles on our path are nothing more than steps of growth. Difficulties are like gateways to success. Every magician encounters trials along their journey. These difficulties are not coincidences, but part of the great plan of the universe, created to awaken the magical power within you. Every challenge in your life is a key. It opens the doors to wisdom, to the ability to sense and master energy. Think of Dr. Strange. What led him to magic? Difficulties, trials. He didn't know what to do with his life. He had lost everything, even though he had been so arrogant, so convinced of himself, and purely pragmatic. He was a scientist, a doctor. He didn't believe in magic and knew nothing of the hidden power within him. Only when great difficulties entered his life and he overcame them did he unlock his true power. Now, imagine that you are a blacksmith, forging your own magic. The fire is your experience, and the hammer, the difficulties that shape the strength of your success. Without tempering, there is no true mastery. For every magical gift requires effort to unfold. Difficulties are like a magical training ground. They help you develop your supernatural abilities. Obstacles are an opportunity to call upon the spirits and strengthen your connection with them. Every trial reveals your inner energy reserves and teaches you to work with the currents of power. Do you understand? All the difficulties in your life, all the trials, everything that seems challenging or unbearable, these awaken your hidden reserves. In this very moment, mistakes and failures become your teachers, showing you the path to mastery and magic. Remember this, my dear ones. Every obstacle in your life is an invitation from the universe to inner growth. For true masters know, a magician who has learned to handle difficulties not only becomes stronger, but also wiser. Many expect magic to work instantly, without trials, but without difficulties, there is no growth. We have already recalled Harry Potter several times. How could this boy, an extraordinarily talented wizard, have gained his power if he had not gone through all the trials that helped him discover what was hidden within him? And what about our beloved Cinderella? How many hardships did she have to endure to become a pure soul, an angel who finally transformed into a beautiful princess and found her long-awaited happiness?
We must simply have courage and be kind, mustn't we?
Yes. You're right. That's exactly how I feel.
There are countless examples of the 5th rule of magic. Successful people, famous figures, they have all overcome immense challenges to achieve their success. And in the same way, our students can share their own miracles with you.
I was searching for healing because I was suffering from a severe illness, fibroids in my uterus. Constant pain in my lower abdomen and heavy bleeding drained me. My condition worsened, and I felt weaker and weaker. I had tried everything, both medical and natural remedies, but nothing helped. This illness seemed to run through my entire female lineage. My mother, my aunt, my sister, they all had similar conditions, and some of them even developed cancer. When I attended my first event, the mentor explained to me that the root of my illness lay in the karmic energy of my family line. From that moment on, everything began to change. I felt relief, liberation, and a deep inner certainty that healing was possible. I returned home and continued the practices with great enthusiasm. But suddenly I felt worse than ever before. At first, I thought the illness had disappeared. But then came a severe worsening. I was bedridden, completely drained, as if the illness was overwhelming me entirely. I couldn't understand what was happening. "How can this be?" I pleaded inwardly. "You told me I would be healed, and now everything is only getting worse." Fortunately, I had enough wisdom to turn to my mentors, and they explained to me that a natural cleansing process was taking place. My subtle bodies were releasing the accumulated family karma, and this process was also manifesting in my physical body. I received clear recommendations, and then I realized the most important thing: I had to trust the power. And I trusted. I followed all the instructions, practiced every exercise, and not only did I feel better, but I was completely healed. More than that, the illness disappeared from my entire family. My sister, my aunt, and other women in my family had similar problems. But after my healing, they too became healthy. At first, I could hardly believe it, but when they showed me their medical results, a deep, true trust awakened within me. This experience taught me every difficulty leads to success. The most important thing is to trust the power and follow all the recommendations. I don't even dare to imagine what would have happened if I had started to doubt, to complain, or to resist. The illness would have consumed me and my family. But I chose the path of trust. I defeated the illness. Now my life and the lives of my loved ones are under the protection of the spirit of the egregore. And today I know with absolute certainty, every challenge contains the unfolding of your inner reserves and opens the path to true power.
If you internalize this magical law and embrace all difficulties in your life with gratitude, you will unlock your full potential. That is why, after our events, after powerful energetic practices and individual rituals, a deep cleansing process always takes place. As soon as the power enters you, an intense energetic purification begins. Some people experience a temporary worsening of their well-being after the events. Sudden pain, the flare-up of chronic illnesses, bleeding, or high fever may occur. And then the question arises, how can this be? Remember this, my dear ones. Every healing also involves physical transformation. This is a completely natural process. This is how energetic cleansing works. Everything that blocks you is released from your body and your subtle structures. And this cleansing process is always intense because it works on all levels. Many of our students report experiencing physical discomfort during or after the event. Headaches, swollen legs, dizziness, general weakness, as if their body is going through a painful crisis. What does all of this mean? Our mentors, the true spiritual healers, explain that this is precisely the healing process at work. I am sure that Dr. Strange, as a true doctor, would easily explain to you that before recovery, symptoms often worsen. This is known as a healing crisis. It happens because the immune system begins actively destroying pathogens and damaged cells. During this process, toxins are released, which temporarily intensify the symptoms. But this is exactly the sign that the body is fighting the illness effectively. The same process occurs with the subtle bodies during spiritual healing. When the energy of the event ignites a powerful flow within you, it begins to deeply cleanse all of your subtle bodies, your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies. This release of stagnant energies can be painful. Yet, this very process prepares you for miraculous transformations and unlocks an inexhaustible source of magic within you. That is why our events are so intense. A profound clearing takes place of your karma, your subtle bodies, your connections, and your family lineage. All these structures are cleansed during and after the event. This happens because your body releases dense, accumulated energies, many of which stem from karmic burdens. Fever and illness are signs that the body is burning away impurities and raising its vibration. This inner fire transforms and purifies us during spiritual rituals. The warmth spreading through your body, the fever, all of it helps dissolve everything that is no longer needed, everything that has died away. If you do not experience any symptoms during or after the event, it could mean that your soul is not yet ready to integrate such a transformation. But if your body resists, it is a sign that a deep cleansing is taking place. The most important thing is not to resist, but to embrace the process consciously and with gratitude. Each person experiences this transformation in their own unique way, but it is essential to remember that any discomfort is only temporary. It is part of a great change, an expansion of your consciousness, and a liberation of your soul. It is the path to unlocking your magical abilities. Always remember, all difficulties lead to success. Welcome them with gratitude for the power that supports you, and with joy in your heart, for as you overcome challenges, you will grow stronger and wiser, and may magic unfold in your life every single day. If you enjoyed this video and are truly ready to become a real sorceress, then give this video a like. Share it with others because it is so important to know the laws of magic and work miracles to transform this world and make it more beautiful and filled with happiness. Subscribe to our channel and activate the bell because the next lesson is coming soon.
In our extreme times, when the fate of the entire planet is at stake, it is crucial for the knowledge of angels and benevolent spirits to spread as quickly as possible, globally, and reach thousands of people. In this way, we can change the future of all humanity. Which is why we are addressing you, dear soul of light. Spread the knowledge about our wise books and films. Share links to videos or cartoons. All of this is available and free. Invite women to individual practices, webinars, and seminars. And the Great Spirit of Light will help you and your family. It will direct an enormous amount of energy to fulfill all your desires. Benevolent spirits and angels will assist you and your loved ones in all matters. A thread of light and love extends from your heart to the hearts of thirsty women, and the creation of good and the dissemination of enlightened knowledge throughout the world begins. Become part of the mission of light. Help people, and God will help you.